we mentioned courage earlier, right? This podcast is about the courage to lead, what it takes to be a courageous leader. Is there a type of courage you think that comes easier for you?
For me, I think the intellectual courage comes easiest because I've always been very curious. I've always wanted to learn. I've never been the kind of person who would say, but this is always how we've done things. And I'm always excited to do things better and more effectively.
Awesome. So you're not opposed to change. You like change?
I love change. Change is, you can't escape it, so you might as well get with it.
Absolutely. So intellectual courage, absolutely. I'm with you on that one. What about a type of courage that may be a little more difficult?
I think the hardest courage is moral courage.
Okay.
And, I was reading some literature about this, and it just struck me about how hard moral courage is
Sure.
and how impressive it is when people can demonstrate that. Because not only are we, socially trained to stick with your, team and all that. So the social part of it is really strong. It's a strong pull, but we evolved to be part of a community. So it's like a whole evolutionary drive to not go outside of your group. So
Right.
to me, that is the hardest courage.
Yeah.
And I know I've struggled with it, but when I see people who can do it, I am just so impressed.
Yeah. Exactly. Give me an example of a recent piece of moral courage that you've seen.
Well, you see it all, often enough, and I guess in politics, right? Whenever one we are so entrenched politically right now that whenever you see, and I'm not going to say which party because it
That's fine.
happens in both parties, but when one person can manage to step outside of their party loyalty, as entrenched as that is, as strong as that is, that just seems like an incredible amount of strength to
Sure.
be able to do that.
And to face the ramifications of that,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. And social courage is like that too, saying what needs to be said, even if it's unpopular. You know,
Yes.
that's a tough thing. And that's most
Very
of my
tough.
guests, they brought up, yeah, the social and moral courage, empathetic courage, being able to empathize with somebody, right? Set your feelings aside so that you can get down on their level and empathize with them. But then as a leader, being able to reinsert yourself as the boss, right? As the
Hmm.
leader. I understand what you're going through, but I need you to X.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another tough one.
And empathetic courage is also tough because it's not something people are even aware of, right? People have to be taught how to think this way. It is more of a maturity thing than a courage thing
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
that's true. But to me, courage is action. I
Hmm.
can think courageous thoughts, but if I stay seated with my feet up,
True.
is it really courage?
It's only actions. I agree. And well, in some cases, speaking is also action. But
Sure.
yes,
Yeah. Because you can think things all day, oh, that is
yeah,
wrong. But then to stand up to somebody and say,
yes,
hmm,
exactly. That's the
yeah,
hardest part of being human, I think.